was a very poor effort at the beginning of the game, through too many parts of the game. It's on all of us. We all own it. Pretty clearly, I didn't have these guys ready for this, so I take responsibility for that. Ty had a rough game. I got to do more to get him involved, get him shots, get him in better positions to, defend better, all those kinds of things. So, guys had an amazing week. It's one game, and if he was up here, he'd say, "I'll be better." So he will, and I got to help him be better. In terms of the zone defense, we'll look at it. We've seen every zone there is this year. We've had success against everything we've seen. We've had struggles at times, but we'll adjust and do better. And then, Cleveland played great, and they played desperate. They played the way they needed to play. We've got to simply fight harder from the very beginning of the game. We did not do that. I mean, you get down 11-0, you're not there. You're not there the way you need to be. And so we got to do better there.
You talked about rebounding a lot throughout the series, being something.
Well, we got killed on the boards. I mean, it was 56-37 on the boards, 18-4 on the offensive boards. And like, this is not on the officials, all right? Zero to do with the officials. This is us not playing with enough presence, posture, disposition, whatever you want to call it. And so we've got to fix it. And we've got 48 hours to do it. And actually, it's a little less than that now. But it's playoff series are long. Lots of ups and downs. Lots of new storylines every game. I mean. From the standpoint of this game, the storyline is, we got to fight harder. We didn't fight hard enough. They did. They outfought us.
Since you mentioned force and disposition, I guess was that a big reason why you put James in at the end, to make a point about force and disposition and put a guy out there that's obviously going to play with that?
James has been working hard and decided to put him in the game to get some minutes.
What you've talked about how some guys can change the geometry of games. How do you think Evan Mobley being back changed the geometry of this one, both when they were playing zone and when they were playing man?
Well, look, Mobley's a great player. He's a defensive player of the year, and he's an all-star. So, bring that guy. It's like bringing Akeem Olajuwon back to the Houston Rockets, or I'm trying to think of who else. He's a great player. So he's gonna help their team be considerably better. And so, for us, we've got to do better at the point of attack. We got to block him out. We got to stay square on him and make it harder for him. We didn't do that enough with any of their guys. And we've got to pick it up, obviously.
What I guess, in terms of one positive, what would you like from what you saw from Ben Mathurin in terms of, especially after you had that?
Listen, I'm not worried about Mathurin. I mean, in a game like this, where it's physical and it becomes a fight, I mean, that's his kind of game. And he showed out, he showed up, and it's not just about him putting the ball in the basket. I mean, he's out there fighting, fighting these guys full court, and I thought he had a good mindset. I thought some of our guys had a good mindset. We just collectively didn't do enough together, and we can't have four guys tied together and one guy on a possession, not all there. And I'm sure when I go back and look at it, there will be a lot of those, and that's we own it. So we got to do better.
Whereas Donovan had back-to-back 40-point games, I guess what do you all have to do differently to contain him more? I know he's a great player, but what have you seen?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. We got to make it harder on him. I don't know what else to tell you. He's opportunistic. He's been living at the free throw line. We got to keep him off the free throw line. I mean, it's one thing if he makes difficult shots over a hand. It's another thing if we march him to the free throw line and give him and ones. We can't do that.
Thank you guys. It'll be Pascal and Benedict.